Question 1 is find the principal and general solution for the following function. In that first question is tan x is equal to root 3. So since we know tan 60 is root 3. Okay, so tan 60 means tan pi by 3. So one value of x we got here pi by 3. For the another value we should check. Tan here, 10 is positive, isn't it? So in first quadrant we got 60. Now in third quadrant we should get, because tan is positive in first and third quadrant. So in third quadrant, how can we reach here? Pi plus pi by 3. So since we know tan of pi plus pi by 3 is also tan pi by 3. Okay, that means this we can write afterwards, final answer. Okay, so that therefore tan of 4 pi by 3 is also tan of pi by 3. That implies x is two values of x we got, pi by 3 and 4 pi by 3. Okay, both lies between 0 to 2 pi. So therefore, since pi by 3 and 4 pi by 3 less than 2 pi and greater than equal to 0, that we can write therefore pi by principal solution are pi by 3 and 4 pi by 3. Now to find general solution, we should recall the rules. Since tan x is equal to tan pi by 3. Okay, so this is one rule, tan x equals to tan y. So we should write, since tan x is equal to tan y implies x is equal to n pi plus y, where n belongs to z, isn't it? This is the rule. So here y is what? Pi by 3. So we will write x is n pi plus pi by 3. N belongs to z. So this is general solution for the function. Sec x equals to 2. That means cos x is 1 by 2, reciprocal of sec. So but for what values of x cos is 1 by 2? So that is cos 60, which is pi by 3. So one value of x is pi by 3. Now we have to check for other value. So we know cos is positive in first quadrant and fourth quadrant. First quadrant value we got already, that will be pi by 3. Now we have to check for the fourth quadrant. So for fourth quadrant, how we can write? 2 pi minus theta, 2 pi minus pi by 3. So we can write, since we know cos 2 pi minus pi by 3 is also cos pi by 3. That is cos, see, 6 pi minus pi means 5 pi by 3 is also cos pi by 3. That implies x value is pi by 3 and 5 pi by 3. Okay, which belongs to 0 to 2 pi we can write. है ना? These two values lies between this interval, x value greater than 0 and less than 2 pi. This way also we can write. So therefore principal solutions are pi by 3 and 5 pi by 3. Now to find general solution, we should check rule. So what is the rule? Since what we got, cos x is equal to cos pi by 3. But we know what is the rule? If cos x equals to cos y, that implies x is 2n pi plus minus y, where n belongs to z. This is the rule for cos x equals to cos y. So what is y here? Pi by 3. So we will write, that implies our solution for this particular equation is 2n pi plus minus pi by 3. This is the general solution. Where n belongs to z. Cot x equals to minus root 3. So we can write this tan x is equal to minus 1 by root 3. So we know 1 by root 3 means 30, tan 30. Tan 30 means pi by 6. So now we have to check in which quadrant tan is negative. So second quadrant and fourth quadrant. Okay. So pi minus angle and 2 pi minus angle. So we will write, since we know tan of pi minus pi by 6, this is equal to tan of 2 pi minus pi by 6, which is equal to minus tan pi by 6. Okay. So therefore tan, this will be 5 pi by 6, this will be 11 pi by 6 is equal to minus 10 pi by 6. So what are the two values, two principal solution, 5 pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6. So we will write here, therefore x equals to 5 pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6 belongs to 0 to 2 pi. Therefore principal solutions are 5 pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6. Therefore principal solution are 5 pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6. Now we got tan x is equal to 10 for general solution, tan 5 pi by 6, lowest value we should take. Okay, but we have one theorem. What is that theorem? Tan x equals to tan y. So that implies x equals to n pi plus y, isn't it? Where n belongs to z. So what we can write here, therefore tan x, what is y here? 5 pi by 6. So directly we can write, therefore general solution is x is equal to n pi plus y is what? 5 pi by 6. N belongs to z. For cosec x equals to minus 2, we can write sin x is equal to minus half. That means sin x is minus sin pi by 6. Now we should check in which quadrant sin is negative, third and fourth quadrant. Okay, that means pi plus pi by 6 will give same value as 2 pi minus pi by 6, which is equal to minus sin pi by 6. Okay, so but this is what? 7 pi by 6 and this one is 11 pi by 6. So we will write 7 pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6 both belongs to this interval. That means principal solutions are (7 pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6). Now for general solution, since we got here sin x is equal to sin 7 pi by 6, okay, lowest value we will take here, and we know the rule sin x equal to sin y, then we can write sin x is equal to sin y. That implies x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n y, okay, where n belongs to z. This general rule we know. Therefore general solution is x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n. Y value is what? 7 pi by 6, where n belongs to z. Question number 5, cos 4x equal to cos 2x. In such type of equation, trigonometric equation, we can simplify this. See, cos 4x minus cos 2x equals to 0. So cos A minus cos B formula we can apply here, which is minus 2 sine A plus B by 2 into sine A minus B by 2. So minus 2 sine 6x by 2 means 3x, and here 2x by 2 means x equal to 0. Now if product of 3 expression is equal to 0 means this can be 0 or this can be 0 or this can be 0, isn't it? But minus 2 is not equal to 0, that means sine 3x equal to 0 or sine x. Any one of these two terms is 0, that's why product is 0. So we have general rule for this. If sine x is equal to 0, that means x equals to n pi. Okay, so we will write here, since sine x is equal to 0 implies x equal to n pi, n belongs to z, therefore here 3x is the angle, so 3x equal to n pi, so x will be n pi by 3. Okay, or for this directly this one will come, x equal to n pi. Okay, so these are the general solution for the equation. For question number 6, we can apply formula in these two terms. So we will get here cos A plus cos B formula. Okay, so cos 2 cos 3x plus x by 2 into cos 3x minus x by 2 minus cos 2x, same. So 2 cos, see 4x by 2 means 2x, here 2x by 2 means x. So see, cos 2x we can take common, isn't it? So bracket 2 cos x minus 1 will remain here. So cos 2x equal to 0 we can write, or this bracket. Okay, so cos 2x equal to 0 or cos x is equal to 1 by 2. But 1 by 2 we know cos 60 is 1 by 2, so cos of pi by 3. So here in these two expression we should use two different rule. First one is cos 2x equal to 0. So we know if cos x is 0, that implies x is odd multiple of pi by 2, isn't it? So here 2x is 0. So what we will write, therefore 2x is an odd multiple of pi by 2, or here that rule cos x is equal to cos y, so x will be equal to 2n pi plus minus y is what, pi by 3. See, directly I am writing, I am not mentioning any rule, directly cos x equal to cos y rule, so y is pi by 3, so this general rule we can apply where n belongs to z. So at last this x we can write here 2n plus 1 pi by 4, or x equals to 2n pi plus minus pi by 3, where n belongs to z. Sin 2x plus cos x. Okay, so here sin 2x formula we can apply here, 2 sin x cos x plus cos x equals to 0. Now see, cos x we can take common, so 2 sin x plus 1 equals to 0. So if product of two functions equal to 0, that means either of these will be 0. So that implies cos x is 0 or 2 sin x plus 1 equal to 0. So cos x, so again two rule we can apply here. First one for cos x equal to 0 rule, and here see sin x will be equal to minus half, which is equal to sine of, we should find here sine of minus half means, first we will write minus sine pi by 3. pi by 6 half. Okay, so this we can write x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2 directly. This is by direct rule. And here sine pi by 6 negative. So negative means third quadrant. So 5 plus 5 pi by 6 we should write. So 7 pi by 6 will come. Okay, so sine x is equal to sine of 7 pi by 6. So this is one of the rules. Sine x equal to sine y, where y is 7 pi by 6. So x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, or x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n y, where n belongs to z. Question number 8. Sec square 2x equals to 1 minus tan 2x. So for sec square 2x we can use identity. Since we know sec square x minus tan square x is equal to 1. Okay, so sec square x will be 1 plus tan square x. So if it is 2x, so here it will be 2x. So 1 plus tan square x we can write. So this one will go. Okay, so tan square 2x plus tan 2x equals to 0. So tan 2x we can take common. So tan 2x plus 1 equal to 0. So tan 2x equals to 0, or tan 2x plus 1 equal to 0. See, we know for this rule, tan 2x equal to 0 means x is equal to n pi, isn't it? Or, sorry, 2x equal to n pi. So it will be x is equal to n pi by 2. And tan 2x is what? Minus 1. So, but we know it is minus pi by 4. Pi by 4. Okay, so tan pi by 4, 2x and tan pi by 4. So we have to check in which quadrant it will be negative. So in second quadrant it will be negative. So second quadrant means pi minus pi by 4 we can write. 3 pi by 4 we can write. So tan 2x is equal to tan 3 pi by 4. Okay, so we have rule tan x is equal to y. So we will write x is equal to, here angle is 2x, so 2x is equal to n pi plus y. So x will be n pi by 2 plus 3 pi by 8. So x is equal to n pi by 2, or x is equal to this, n belongs to z. Sin x plus sin 3x plus sin 5x equal to 0. So we will do one thing, sin x, and for sin 5x and x we will apply formula sin a plus sin b. So sin 2 sin a plus b means 6x by 2. Okay, directly we can write, or otherwise write into cos a minus b plus sin 3x same. So 2 sin 6x by 2 means 3x, and here minus 4x by 2 means minus 2x, which is cos of minus 2x means cos 2x. So sin 3x we can take outside. 2 cos 2x plus 1 will be 0. So sin 3x equals to 0, or cos 2x plus 1 equal to 0. So sin 3x equal to 0, we have another rule, and for this cos 2x is minus half. Okay, minus half means minus cos 60 is half, that is pi by 3. So here we have to check for which angle it is negative. So we know in second quadrant it will be negative. So pi minus pi by 3 means pi minus pi by 3 means 2 pi by 3. So we will write here cos of 2 pi by 3. So here we will apply rule for sin x equal to 0, and here cos x equal to cos y. So see what we will get here, 3 x is equal to n pi, and here 2x is equal to 2n pi plus minus y, which is 2 pi by 3. Okay, now here x will be n pi by 3, and here x divided by 2, so this 2 will go n pi plus minus this 2 also will go pi by 3, and belongs to z.